Hello, Ghost here, and I'm gonna have to preface and start this video off with a disclaimer because you're gonna be super confused by the title of this video and then how the video begins. So you're gonna see in real time me become convinced that one thing is not true and Xclusive Ace is totally wrong, and perhaps maybe an Activision shill being paid by Body Kotick and getting planes on the jet to Epstein Island, and it's just basically an Illuminati reptilian shapeshifter. But all jokes aside, this is an amazing video. I hope you enjoy it. You're in for a treat. Get yourself some popcorn. Love you guys. Smash the like button and subscribe for more amazing Call of Duty Elite Game of Stud Muffin athletic content. Now, I've seen a lot of videos from a lot of people out here talking about skill-based matchmaking foot audio, skill-based matchmaking hit detection. And in this video, we're going to show you without doubt, unequivocally, with no answers, no questions, nothing to be seen or nothing to be heard. All facts, no printer. It's not a conspiracy. The game is just fucked. Hi, this is Naughty Thoughts again, the Ghost of 8 post-edit, putting this in here to let you know that this is going to be proven otherwise because skill-based matchmaking is in the game when it comes to footstep audio and hit detection. And you're going to see again in real time in this video, because of Xclusive Ace bullshit explanation, that I become convinced that he's a shill and skill-based matchmaking footstep audio is an actual fact. Now, we all are sitting here trying to make reasons as to why stupid stuff is happening in the game. Why am I running around on a map and I can't hear anybody, and then they sneak up behind me and then they stab me in the back? Or why is it when I'm shooting somebody or I do a test with a gun in the range and I'm shooting it and the hit detection is horrible? And why is it sometimes I feel like as if I get melted instantly? And why is it other times I feel as if I'm melting everyone else instantly? And why does it feel like sometimes my bullets disappear? And why does it sometimes feel like I hear elephants running around the map and I can dictate every location like a mouse farting in a silent sarcophagus cave with no audio and a bunch of little Thailand kids who might drown and we have to try to get them out of there? It's not because it's a conspiracy. It's not because skill-based matchmaking is dictating these differences. And there's a lot of proof out there. Xclusive Ace made a huge video. And I trust Xclusive Ace. I know that sounds horrible, right? Like, you trust Xclusive Ace, not Ace? But Xclusive Ace, I trust him more than any other Call of Duty, Activision shill type Call of Duty content creator. He seems like the least dude who's got money in his pocket or has some kind of agenda and is less trustworthy than anybody else. I sort of believe Xclusive Ace. And he's Canadian, which is saying a lot because we can't trust those kinds of people. They voted for Trudeau. And in this video here from Xclusive Ace, is skill-based footstep audio really actually in Modern Warfare 2? And in this video, he did all kinds of testing and all kinds of methodology, and he really worked on, trying to see if that's actually really occurring or not. And he didn't just make a video off this a little bit of evidence, he really put it to test. And I would like to play his conclusions right here because, I think it really draws attention to what's going on. And, I'll give my 2 cents as well, obviously, because it's my channel and I'm amazing. So here, let's just hear what Xclusive Ace's conclusion on the matter is, which I think I would trust.
Having said this, though, I do think there is something going on with the footsteps in this game. I think there's some inconsistency or apparent inconsistency with footstep audio. And I do feel like higher skilled players may experience this more often than lower skilled players.
Whoa, wait. Hold on a second there. Okay, I might have to change this video. I might just have to 360 double wide no scope myself right out of this equation. Hold on. Can we replay that again? That doesn't bode very well for actually saying that skill-based matchmaking for high skill players hears less. He better have a good explanation for this because you kind of just like admitted, okay, the higher skill players actually do hear less. Wait, what?
And I do feel like higher skilled players may experience this more often than lower skilled players.
Okay, well, you know what then? Guilty. Skill-based matchmaking footsteps does happen in Call of Duty. So far, you didn't do a very good job to say that it isn't actually a fact when you just said it is a fact. Okay. Oh my good. Not really feeling too confident about my initial hypothesis here, not the ghost, whoever the hell you are.
However, I don't feel this is due to some nefarious system that's put into place that actively adjusts that based on your skill level. And again, the evidence that I've collected supports that. Instead, I feel like there's a few different explanations that are a whole lot more reasonable here and that would go along with the evidence we've seen. Okay, all right. You lost me there for a sec. Let's see. I mean, Activision gave me a huge check to make this video, and, you make it look like an idiot here to Bobby Kotick. And so far. The first thing, and this is kind of what we saw in those initial clips that I shared from that Reddit thread, in higher skilled lobbies, there tends to be a higher frequency of other audio going on around the map. So more explosions and gunfire and decoy grenades, and all of these sources can easily drown out footsteps as
I don't know about that one. I'm not really convinced so far.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
I need more money to be able to sell this bullshit.
they should. Of course, if there's explosions or gunfire in an adjacent room, you're not going to be hearing somebody's footsteps approach. So I think that's a very reasonable explanation. However, going off of that, another explanation could be that there is actually a technical issue here and some sort of a bug that also relates to the fact that we have a higher frequency of these other audio sources. So perhaps there's something like a cap on the number of audio sources that can be played at any given time, and the game doesn't prioritize footsteps in this. So maybe it's literally not playing that footstep audio because the game is already handling too many other sources of audio around the map. I tried doing some testing with this in a custom game, but I couldn't seem to find any sort of audio cap. In either case, if this is actually a thing, obviously that's an issue that I hope they end up working on. But finally, another explanation for why higher skill players may be hearing footsteps less often than lower skill players is quite simply good players are more likely to be aware of the footstep sound that they're generating, and they adjust their gameplay accordingly.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm not buying that at all. I started this video off trying to peddle the fact that skill-based matchmaking audio footsteps were in fact just, because the game sucks, it's trash. And Xclusive Ace here is not convincing me at all. I am now actually changing my original platform here because that's what an alpha male does when he gets new information. He doesn't hold to his wrong original ideas. He has to adjust and adapt. Just like every Call of Duty Elite game and athlete has to adapt and get tactical. But all jokes aside, I'm changing my stance. I think you know what? Skill-based audio, footsteps audio is occurring. I'm not buying any of these excuses at all. Xclusive Ace is an Activision shill. I completely changed my whole mind. This is gonna be a very confusing video because I thought about the title of this video and everything's gonna be changed now. I'm in real live time here with you guys. Completely I'm gonna have to 180 this whole thing. I'm gonna have to change this whole title. Xclusive Ace is an Activision shill who's lying about skill-based matchmaking foot audio. This guy's an idiot, 100%. What the hell are you talking about, Xclusive Ace? This is dumb. You just totally, in my opinion, my humble and most amazing, because I'm right, my opinion is greater than everyone else's opinion because I'm amazing. This is totally doesn't make any sense. You better 180 this even more so. You're in a hole so deep right now, man.
Good players tend to have a better sense of when they should pop that dead silence. Good players will also recognize that if it's a really quiet environment, maybe it's not the right time to make that push on an enemy that you know is in a building.
Bullshit. Bullshit. This is all bullshit. Only excuse I can hear is dead silence. Good players would be more inclined to use dead silence, but you didn't use that in your testing. No. Okay, skill-based footstep audio really is in Modern Warfare 2. This is an Activision shill paid content creator right here. Xclusive Ace, I think you're being bipartisan. This is ridiculous. You know what? You need to cross the floor and work together with both parties here to make a better game.
Or on the other side of a wall, for instance, because you know they're going to hear you coming. I hold myself back from that all the time because I know they're just going to hear me and I'm going to lose that situation, so I approach it in a different way. Whereas in lower skilled lobbies, you tend to see people just sprinting aimlessly around the map because they don't really have that additional layer of awareness of not only their surroundings, but also the audio that they are generating for enemy players. In either case, those are just a few potential explanations for why higher skilled players maybe...
Well, here's my explanation. Skill-based matchmaking footstep audio really is a thing. Because every explanation you give was just circumstantial. The real fact of the matter is this. The footstep audio, and the only fact we have, that's the only fact you have, and everything else you're saying is an extenuating circumstance, is circumstantial evidence. The only real evidence we have, and the only thing we do, and you have self-admitted this, is that footstep audio is louder in higher skilled lobbies.
And I do feel like higher skilled players may experience this more often than lower skilled players.
That is the only fact. Everything else is just an excuse to make up for that. The only real fact we have, and it hasn't been deterred, and I'm not convinced, if we're in a court of law, you haven't convinced me beyond a reasonable doubt, the only thing you have done is openly admit that yes, footstep audio is louder in higher skilled lobbies. So all I'm going to say is this, brothers. I started this video off trying to convince everybody that skill-based matchmaking footstep audio was just a conspiracy and you're all a bunch of brain-dead idiots. And it turns out that, you know what? Being an alpha male, when you get new evidence, you don't have to hold only a jerk, only a nerd, only a beta will not change their mind when confronted with new evidence. So I'm liquid enough. I'm liquid enough. I'm, greasy enough with Vaseline. I'm balls deep, but only halfway in, to be able to accept the fact that my original premise for this video is incorrect. And I will go with a new premise. And I'll finish out with this. Xclusive Ace is wrong. And I believe that he is an Activision shill. Maybe. That's my opinion. Probably not. I don't know. I think Bobby Kotick signed a personal check to Xclusive Ace here and paid him off and said, listen, man, they're catching on to us. They're figuring things out. And this game does suck, has a lot of problems, but I'm going to have to keep it real and pack the steel. Here's some money, and here's the keys to the Epstein Island. And here's a voucher for some free trips. Come party with us. That's what I'm saying. So Xclusive Ace hangs out with Epstein Island and does weird things and gets paid by Activision to lie about skill-based footstep audio. And that is about as good as an excuse and a funny explanation as about his explanation for why it actually is a fact that footstep audio is louder in high-skilled level lobbies. All right. I think I proved the point that I was wrong and I was right, which makes me even more of an amazing human being than just being right out the gate, because I was just able to show that I can change my mind when given new evidence, which makes me a supreme Call of Duty game stud muffin athlete. And if you wish to be one, then you better subscribe and smash that like button and stay black and question authority. And don't let the honky cracker reptilian shapeshifter building roommates heart straight, give 9/11, just dog 7 that baby home was fat, Moonlight was fake, Jones was the horses the frost game, white man, bring snap crackle pop down.